I am Cory Blackwood. I'm the owner of Ritual Records here, downtown Bellingham. It's a local music, record, CD, movie store that I've owned for about 3.5 years now. So I've always been a huge fan of music. I was a customer here when it was Everyday Music. Found out they were going to be closing, and I had a job I didn't really like, and didn't want to see this go away. I think it's a great establishment, and it seemed like something that might be really fun. So my wife and I talked it over and came up with the money to purchase it. And here we are. So we sell a pretty broad range of stuff. We sell, predominantly records and CDs, but we sell cassettes, all forms of movies, so VHS, DVD, Blu-ray. We sell posters. We do sell turntables and speakers as well, and all the accessories to go along with that, headphones and whatnot, some of our clothing as well.
Why are physical copies of music so important to still have access to in the current age of streaming, where everyone can get everything online?
I think streaming, people lose touch with what they have, and you don't own it. So I think that can be a real weird disconnect for the music. And I like the physical media. Part of why we called it Ritual Records is there's the ritual of opening up a record sleeve and putting it on and having it to listen to it in the order that the artist wanted, and having the big, beautiful art and all that. It's just way more fun than looking at your phone.
Well, I took a good lap around the store and I picked out two different things, very differing tastes in music here. But first up, we have The Legend of Wu-Tang, which is their greatest hits. And I have a wide, very eclectic musical taste. So Wu-Tang for sure. And then I also, not the greatest hits, which is what I was looking for, but Billy Joel, because he's got some really awesome songs too. And I like both those groups. So yeah, awesome. And you could find these and anything else you're looking for here also. They've got a little bit of everything from CDs to records to cassette tapes to DVDs and Blu-rays. So what an awesome spot to just kind of take a lap around and see what you find. Yeah, it hasn't changed too much over time. Billy Joel's probably, found his way into the mix in more recent years, but I remember the CD store in the mall right before we went on vacation, and I got the All-American Rejects. Probably the last CD I bought.
Okay, so I do not have a record player at home, but I would love one someday, and I love the idea of curating and collecting a few specific records to just play during game nights and while relaxing at home. So my latest obsession has been Lola Young, and specifically her brand new album that's not this one, but love Lola Young. She has kind of like that pop jazz vibe, which I really love. She feels like an old soul, so I would definitely play her record around the house. My nostalgic pull was Indigo Girls, Swampophilia. This was a CD that I grew up listening to, and Indigo Girls are just super nostalgic, so gotta love them. Teenage Warrior was definitely grabbing Taylor Swift, let's be real. But that 90s music is definitely, that'll always be the nostalgia for me.
Okay, so the first thing that I picked up was an Aerosmith record, Rocks, mainly because it's kind of a blast from the past being here. Like, we had a local record store where you'd go to get, cassettes, vinyls, CDs when those were starting to come out. And the first album that I ever bought was Get a Grip by Aerosmith, but they didn't have that one, so I grabbed this one today. And then another one, just kind of, I don't know, one that you don't see everywhere, kind of a crazy guy, if you know, you know. Tom Waits, Mule Variations, just, yeah, some fun stuff that reminds me of growing up listening to music and shopping for records in places like this. This one, probably like preteen Ben, and then this one a little later, maybe in like my early 20s is when I first heard this, but it's just one that kind of sticks with you, and if you want to hear something like that, then you pretty much got to go to this. So, yeah.
I do have really broad ranges. I've always said like 9 Inch Nails and David Bowie are my favorites. A lot of different electronic music, Aphex Twin. I listen to a lot of hip hop, Outkast, and Tribe Called Quest, and stuff like that have always been my favorites. But when we're here, we end up playing all sorts of different stuff, and so it really gets to expose ourselves and others to a really diverse range of stuff.
Do you have a preference as far as like CD, cassette, record? Like, do you have a preference of what you like to listen to?
I prefer records. They're prettier, they're nice, they sound great. CDs are a great convenience. I personally don't have a means to play cassettes right now, which I'm trying to fix, but no, I've always preferred records. You know, we've got a number of good places. We've been putting on free shows, or shows here, at least once a month, and that's a lot of fun because there aren't many all ages places. So I get to see high school and younger college kids coming out to see shows that normally they wouldn't get to, so I really appreciate that. But yeah, in-town shakedown's my favorite spot.
Why do you love sharing music with our community?
Music's always been my favorite thing. I don't have talent to be a musician, so I've been a music critic, I'm a DJ. Just getting to be here and talk about music every day is the most fun, and be in an environment where we can play it and expose people to new and different things is just all around a very exciting idea. It's the community. I've lived in Bellingham for over 20 years. I've always wanted to get back downtown, but talking to the other business owners, the folks right around here, there's just so many different cool people. We all kind of have the same goal and we're on the same page, and it's just a lot of really fun, interesting people with great ideas. So I like getting to be a part of that. We're right downtown Bellingham, 115 East Magnolia Street. We are right across the street from the bus station, so kind of right in the heart of things on Railroad and Magnolia.